Greetings, everyone. I'm Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. For today's divinely guided rune reading, we're going of the week of after Ostara, jumping right into this beautiful solar eclipse in Aries, beckoning us for a fresh start. Welcome, seekers of wisdom and transformation. This solar eclipse in Aries on March 29th marks a potent new beginning and a moment to ignite our inner fire, embrace our courage, and step boldly into the unknown. This hybrid eclipse is infused with the warrior spirit of Aries and the service-driven energy of the moon's nodes, both in Pisces and Virgo, which urges us to really find our independence and face our fears and release our old patterns that no longer serve our highest divine source blueprint. Like a warrior preparing for battle, we must first fortify our foundations, right? Our legacies. What does that mean to us? Our health, our home, our spiritual well-being, mental well-being, emotional well-being, right? So that way, when we rise, we can do so with that strength and that confidence. Now, Mars is the ruler of this eclipse, which reminds us that true bravery isn't reckless, but rooted in possibility, responsibility, persistence, vision, right? Those healed aspects of divine masculine and feminine with Mercury retrograde in the mix, patience and reflection are key. Bold action is encouraged, but only when guided by that wisdom and that intuition. So today we turn to the ancient wisdom of the runes to illuminate the path ahead for each zodiac sign. What message do the runes hold for you during this pause? Oh, excuse me. Whew. What message do the runes hold for you during this pause? Oh, gosh. What message do the runes hold for you during this positive cosmic shift? Let's jump in and find out. Greetings, Cancer. Welcome to your divinely guided rune reading for this next weekly rune reading, I should say, that has that solar eclipse in Aries in it. Now, I've already meditated, cleansed the space, and shuffled all your runes, and we're going to get a card at the end from the fairies, messages from the fairies oracle deck at the end, all right? Let's jump right on in. Your past energies have been into gaining more clarity. This is kind of, the rune's name is Dagas. So Dagas means day or clarity, right? Where the sun's light is showing that clarity. This looks like a butterfly or a chrysalis where you're kind of in that metamorphosis type of evolving and you're starting to come out as that beautiful butterfly. That sense of clarity, like a transitional thing that impacts your life in very profound and meaningful ways. This is also that hourglass tipped on its side kind of thing I like to view it as. So that's that moment where time stands still. The hourglass is on its side, so the time doesn't pass through the middle there, where you're kind of observing it as the ultimate observer, like third person, like being able to have that sort of sense of clarity about yourself and this whatever situations are around you. And that's a great energy to carry with you moving into the current energies, which are in Therizos. So Therizos is like Thor's hammer, or it also means thorn or giant. Now, Therizos is the hammer is like Thor's hammer. Now, a lot of readers like to say the Thor's hammer because it's a lot more relatable. So that hammer strikes true every single time. It's swift, thorough action. It can build, it can destroy, it can protect, and the choice is up to you. And you have the clarity now to see where that hammer needs to strike, what action you need to take, what thorough action needs to be done. This is a swift moving energy. You want to do this sooner than later, and is this something that needs to be fully done, right? And you have that clarity moving into whatever this next task is for you. And I really think with this eclipse, you're going to be shown places where in your personal life or in your home life, things that you experience on a daily basis are needing that attention. So let's get a rune for the upcoming future energies. We have here Ingwaz. Ingwaz is the divine masculine's rune. This is a rune of fertility, of planting that seed, successfully planting a seed, coming from that place of knowing that that's fertile soil. My seed has been planted. I'm not guessing, I am knowing. And this is with that healed ego aspect too. Still knowing that you're going to have to nurture the growth, but knowing that what you are doing is helping with planting that seed. Maybe that's what you're doing right now, right? Maybe this is having the clarity of that action and knowing that that action has planted that seed that in that fertile territory, right? Where you're responding rather than reacting. Okay, and you're knowing rather than guessing. And with this being right across from Dagas, that's really beautiful. That clarity and coming from that knowing, the healed sense of ego, you're in your divine work. This is really awesome here for you, Cancer. Let's see what the uh, influence is on the topic here. So this is Anzus. Anzus is that communication rune. This is that dialogue with divine. These are like divine downloads, our connection to divine and the downloads. Okay, that's like prophetic dream work. Could be also scrying. A lot of deep meditation, though, that aha stuff, that connection with divine is being reinforced here. That clarity is going to, with your good practices, is going to add more clarity to your life. And so the current influence on that is to just be still and tune in, to be present, to be with this flow of energy, that healed ego, healed divine masculine sense of self, with this beautiful action that you're taking, not feeling super like holier than thou or too righteous about it, but knowing that you're doing the good work. You are doing a lot of improving and connecting, keeping that connection with divine source for that clarity, to keep that clarity moving forward with that healed ego. I love this for you, Cancer. Let's see what is coming up with. Okay, so the current advice is in the divine feminine's rune. This is a lot like Anzus because of that divine connection and a lot of that prophetic sort of energy, where this is definitely meaning more sea, lake, flow, water, scrying with water, dowsing with water, divine feminine healing work, like healing the intuition, healing the emotional aspects of self. Okay, so this is beautiful, beautiful work where this is still carrying through your messages from divine, your connection with divine, and also still carrying through that clarity, that healed divine masculine, moving up into your balancing of the divine masculine and feminine energies. This is making you into a more whole feeling individual, a more balanced feeling individual. You're connected and you're balancing out. What? Oh my gosh, you have that clarity too, Cancer. This is beautiful, beautiful stuff. I really think this eclipse is going to really shine a lot of abundance for us. So, in your most likely outcome for this is an Isa. So, depending on how we do this, it could have us repeating life lessons. If you're doing this with that sense of ego in any way, Isa is the rune of ice. The ice is slippery, it's hard, it's rigid, it's frozen. It's like being stuck like ice, or repeating life lessons, wearing that whole path in the carpet from pacing back and forth with worry and your inner thoughts, your not being present, not being connected, not being with the current influences and going with the flow, being present, being now, right? So That could be one way to do it when you're not in those beautiful, divinely guided energies. However, when you are working and doing that balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine for you, this Isa indicates staying true to your path, being rigid, like dedicated to a sense where you have the blinders on, because you know with that divine guidance and that added clarity, you have that balanced aspects of self, and you know your path forward and to keep moving forward in doing so. Take what resonates, please, and leave what doesn't. Let's get a message of clarity now from the fairies. Fairies are divinely guided creatures who love to assist us in our journey. So fairies, please show us clearly, what message of clarity do you have for Cancer for this weekly rune reading with the solar eclipse in Aries in it? What message does Cancer need to hear? Fairies, please show us clearly. What message of clarity does Cancer need to hear? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, and here we have children. Your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. Also, I like to see this as you embracing this with the wonderment, with that empty cup kind of beginner's mindset, the childlike wonder of everything, right? And this could also mean to honor your inner child. In healing your inner divine masculine and feminine, having the clarity, that divine connection, you get to have the opportunity to honor your inner child. Let's read more about that card, shall we? Again, it says your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. The fairies love and trust children because of their pure faith and guileless motives. This card comes to you as a sign of your connection to them. As you read the additional meanings behind this card, notice that which message clicks as your truth. Pay attention to signs and intuitive feelings related to the topic of children, or the universe is trying to get the message to you. Additional meanings for the card, and these are what it says to listen for. Your life purpose involves working with children, or the energy of pregnancy surrounds you, or a child in heaven is sending messages of love, or you have a connection to indigo, crystal, or rainbow children. And finally, your inner child needs to play. Wow, there you go. Your inner child needs to play. You have that clarity. You've been doing a lot of really good work. Now, don't let that play get away from you and get you caught up in your ego, okay? But do definitely have that sense of play and honor your inner child, because with this balance comes that balance for the inner child to come out as well. Beautiful reading here for you, Cancer. I hope this resonates. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant day.